content marketing is still king. Hi guys, Nathan here from Disruptor. Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk to you about how you can basically make any form of marketing that you're doing in your business instantly work better just by adding in a little bit of consistent content marketing. Like, I see so many businesses either doing content marketing really poorly or not doing it at all. Usually because they're stuck in like this overwhelm of going, like they think to do content well they need to be like the next Gary Vee. And the reality is there's so many wins that you guys can make in your business and in your lead volume by just adding a few of the pointers that I'm about to go through. So look, when it comes to content, as the GOAT in this when it comes to marketing right now has to say, Alex Hormozi. And Alex talks about, there's two phases of the two different phases that you could potentially be in when it comes to your content marketing. There's the nurture phase, which the reality is that 90% of the businesses that we see are in, and then there's the lead generation phase. And the other thing that distinguishes between the two is the volume of quality content that you're able to produce. I have a bit of a saying here that I've had over the last 20 years in the different agencies I've run, is that whenever we do have our content engine pumping, whenever I walk into a sales meeting and they quote me to myself, I know that the deal is done. It's like almost the price becomes irrelevant. If they quote one or more things that I've said on one of my videos back to me, it's done. Which is why, and at best, I'd always say through our content engine that we only end up close to lead generation on the tail end of nurture, just purely because of the volume that we put out. And so, like, to talk about what we do here at Disruptor, our strategy is basically this. We produce 3 YouTube videos a week. I then have one of our team members basically use a range of free AI programs to chop that up into 3 to 5 reels and shorts. So they can go on YouTube, they can go on Instagram. We do a shortened version of it, which is tailored for Facebook and for our Facebook group. And then the transcript of it gets massaged, and that goes out as a LinkedIn post, or a long-form version of it can be massaged and added as a blog post on our website. Simple as that. And then usually what we'll do then every Tuesday, we have a wrap-up of the week that was in content, the best bits, which gets emailed to our mailing list. So it's like 3 videos. And even to simplify it further, we'll basically map out for the next 12 months in advance what the main topics are going to be, based on what's the most timely and relevant in our industry. And we can basically spend a whole month talking about just going in more detail onto on one particular topic. But obviously things change a fair bit in my industry, like especially with Google updates and things like that. So we do leave room for flexibility when that sort of thing happens. But for a lot of you guys that are getting overwhelmed by how do we do content, you could just by following the sort of the basic structure I just laid out, you could do this very, very easily. And most of our topics are researched by one of my expert team members in the Philippines. Like, it's not even me standing here, not even me here on the computer having to do the research. So for each of you guys, I mean, look, this is a really interesting time. If ever there was going into Christmas, if ever there was a time to be producing content, personally, I think this is it right here. And I know that different industries will have different peaks and troughs with their interest. But the reality is that over Christmas, while it can be somewhat hard to get people to make huge purchasing decisions after about the second week of December, right through to about the third week of January, the reality is that most people are actually sitting at home over that period consuming content like no other time in the year. They'll either be doom scrolling on their phone, they'll be sitting on the lounge avoiding their husband or wife, or they've just physically got time off that they're not used to having. So if you sell any sort of product that's somewhat sexy, that talks to any sort of niche, any sort of area where someone can nerd out on, then this is a brilliant time to be producing content. Or even if you sell a product that isn't sexy, but you're able to create content that talks directly to a problem that your customers are going to have over that Christmas period, then mate, get creative. Open the webcam up on your phone or on the computer, and start talking about how customers can solve real problems. Okay, easy as that. So, look, I'd assert for pretty much every single one of you that creating some content is going to do better than creating none. Um, it just ties in so well. We see so many businesses that we run Google Ads, SEO, Facebook ads, whatever for. Um, as soon as we add in a bit of a regular posting on across their social profiles, we can always measure the impact it has just by having their sales team speak to the customers that come through and the leads that come through. Because you can bet your bottom dollar that if somebody is just trying to decide are they going to spend their hard-earned money with you or with someone else, they're going to jump on your social profiles. They're going to go on LinkedIn, depending on what business you're in, what industry you're in. They're going to check you out. They're going to look at your Google reviews. They're going to look, are they posting content on Google My Business? What are they actually doing to see how how big your authority are you versus everyone else that they could potentially be spending their dollars with. Okay, so over and out. The biggest takeaway out of this one, hopefully for you guys, is just start creating. Don't get too carried away with how much are you going to be able to possibly be produce. You're better off producing something rather than nothing, and really tap into what are the key problems, what are the key conversations that your customers are going to have in relation to what you do over Christmas. If you do dog grooming or if you do dog training courses, that's perfect. Think about how much people are going to not want their dog to misbehave over Christmas when they've got all their relatives over. If you do white good repair, is someone worried that their fridge is going to break down as we go into the hot summer here with all the blackouts that everyone's predicting here in Sydney? Does people need to get their car serviced before they go away because they're guaranteed there's a long trip coming up? Like, whatever it is, what's the topical reason that you should be talking to your customers right now going into Christmas? What's the biggest fear the customer has when it comes to what you do that they're worried about is going to occur over the break? Or on the flip side of that, as we get more closer to January, what's the big hope and dream they have in relation to what you do as we move into next year that you guys can help them with? And get creating, get posting. All right, hope you guys got value out of this. Like, share this video, or if you have any questions, you want some more ideas on how we can make your marketing instantly more effective, then just shoot us a comment.